Welcome to live streaming from Forex Trading Wizard Academy. This is Forex Wizard Trading Coach. We will be doing a complete live analysis as well as live trading session. So as a second day of the trading week, NFP week, as you know that this week gonna be extremely important week, and what we see so far, a very good move on Gbpusd and on gold. Now, if you have watched our previous live session, as we discussed about GJ, it has made significant movement towards the downside. Currently the price in a downtrend on Gbpusd. I will be waiting for very soon, probably will find an entry opportunity. So I was looking at before this live session on GJ. If you look at the daily chart on Gbpusd, chances that GJ today could drop to this daily 20 EMA, which is the previous swing low, swing high, turning to support here. This is the daily chart. Now if we look at the intraday time frame, here we are looking for GJ to move up to this resistance. So this is the intraday resistance. Any break of that high could give us potential entry, waiting for the price to penetrate this level, and then we could find very soon entry on GJ or in gold. I believe you guys and girls are fully ready for another trading day and trading week. I'm also waiting for a big week. Let's see what kind of opportunity we have, and especially on GJ you can see there is a reversal pattern here which could lead the price to the upside, and that can give potential another entry. So a couple of levels that I was looking at for Gbpusd entry, some of the levels that we might see the price will try to penetrate and give us that entry. So it's first of all from the lower time frame, it's heading to this level, to this resistance, where so ultimate destination could be to 186 level. Okay, so we can expect today further downside. Now as the market left an imbalance here, we might see from here to the upside further or a rejection from this level. From the 30 minutes we see that this price is trying to bounce up, so expecting for this is a green move. As you can see, if the price is straight go back to 187.21 level, we will be placing pending order in that area for this potential drop on GJ, as we could see that to happen because the market is in a downtrend. Any swing high is broken will be a very good place for potential selling opportunity in this instrument. Here you can see it form an inverted head and shoulder, will try to bounce to the upside, but as the daily price action is bearish, expecting for the price to drop down to the daily 20 EMA retest is very high, which is the previous swing high, resistance here, earning support here. We'll be waiting for an entry opportunity on GJ as soon as we will find that. And next we'll be looking at gold. Also you see some kind of movement in gold as well. I'll be coming back to gold shortly after. First let's see, as after a very long consolidation, you saw that Gbpusd was consolidating here for very long time, and finally it managed to break towards the downside. I believe that you guys and girls are enjoying every day this live session, starting this another live session. And the only thing that I would request, or it's your channel, make sure you give a big thumbs up. Just press that subscribe button, it will help you in your trading. So press that subscribe button and also give a thumbs up. So let's make the like to the same as view. I want to see that it's going up. We see that it's going upside, which is very appreciated. Thank you. So it's going up. Let's make it to the upside, and let me know what's your viewpoint today in the market. We'll be waiting for the best setup on GJ and gold, and also if any pairs also showing opportunity, we'll be taking that advantage too. Andy, good afternoon. Andy, thank you very much. Good day, good morning, good afternoon, coach. How are you doing? I'm good, thank you very much. Gold, hi coach, thank you very much. Gold, yes, absolutely, we are looking at on that. So GJ, we found a level. I will be coming up with in detail analysis and detail understanding about the market, so how we can, why we are expecting it to bounce from that level, or even from, if you look at the 4 hour, it might be even a doji in this time frame. So even the price could drop back down from this level even. So because this market is a significant level of resistance. Okay, expecting it to go up a little bit, and then we will be looking for that entry. Your views on AUD USD? Absolutely. In the meantime, guys and girls, can you hear me? Can you let me know everyone can hear me in this live session? I just started. I want to make sure that everyone can hear my voice properly, loud and clear. And if you can hear, just let me know. Say yes in the live chat, will be helpful. And at the moment, here is on GJ I was looking at, and we'll be looking at gold also, because this instrument was in fact doing a lot of movement today. Thank you very much, Sachin. Well done. Yes, perfect. Thank you, Gilbert, DRC, Darren. Well done. Well done. Yes, safe. Yes, thank you very much. Salman. Yes. Manu, you are loud and clear. Thank you for confirming that. So now the place GBP/JPY is in a very crucial level. This is a very important zone, but it could even drop from here, because if you look at the 4 hour, where there is a big drop and the candle close from here has gone dropped and again has went back to the upside again to this resistance, and expecting for the price to go to this level, which we could see or could not see depending on how the price is evolving. So if we see a very strong liquidity gap here, we'll be looking for selling from this level. So if I see that the price has penetrated that level to the upside and returned back, then we can look for selling from this level. At least we can look for 20 pip move. But if we see the price didn't go, closed above, but instead has gone up, penetrated, and then drop back down, then we will be looking for selling opportunity on GJ. At the moment, it is still bearish. The market structure is bearish on GJ. What's happening? Why you are making this sound? Okay, now let's look at gold, and then I will be coming back to that one. Now, looking at gold from the, if I look at, so there was a big drop on gold in the beginning. So early today you have seen that there was a big move. The price has crossed that weekly resistance, as I mentioned before in our previous live. And after breaking that weekly resistance, the price had a rejection initially after breaking this high. We look at the monthly, we can see that from the monthly, the price also in a downtrend. And looking at the daily chart, after previous days bullish candle, today we have seen that after initial pullback has moved to the upside, and we could see that the price, it could try to drop further, and I don't think that gold will be able to break further before dropping down. And for me, I think at any point we could see gold is dropping to the daily support level. This is my opinion, guys and girls. Make sure that you are not risking your capital based on just one opinion. I will be entering the trade when I will see price action confirmation. So from that perspective, if we look at 4 hour here, let's draw a couple of levels here. This is the intraday resistance. From the 1 hour here, we see a big drop to this support, and the price now again pushing high. So where we can find entry? Now, first of all, let's look at this move that we talked about early today in our previous session. Probably you guys was on that session. If you missed that, I will recommend you to watch that. So what did I mention? When you see a stronger move, vertical move like that, okay, and then when you see the market gathering liquidity like this, you'll see the price will ultimately drop to this support level, to that bottom of that vertical move, which happens over and over again in the market. You can see this is the starting of this big bullish move with this bullish candle on GJ. And if you look at this 15 minutes candle, what do you see? That look at the ATR of this candle. This is the real education you will find. So make sure you take notes. If you look at the ATR of this candle, which is 13 pip, and if you look at the volatility of this candle, which is 31 pip, more than 2.5 ATR. So if you go back to our VIP classes, you will know that what we discussed on the day. If you recap, if you remember, I will be posting also the recorded VIP Zoom class where we discuss about this strategy. Now you can see that this is one of my favorite trading strategy, a big bullish candle, more than 2.5 ATR, and see how the price reacted to that level and bounced from that zone to the upside. at this point, what I think that the price might go back up to any of this liquidity zone and then could return back again to the direction. So these some of the levels that we will be looking at on gold for potential drop. And here, as the market had a big rejection from this liquidity zone, we could see the price again going up to break any of this high. So it might go back to again 2037 level, which is from the 3536. Okay, so 203536 or even 37 level, and from that zone we can expect it to revert back again to this support level. So for me, at the moment we could see downside on gold later. So any rejection from the top will be taking that advantage for the price to drop to this level. But we want to see that the price again overextended in one direction for another drop. So at the moment, expecting for the price to go up to the swing high or the next liquidity zone. As the price moves from liquidity to liquidity, we will be looking for the next liquidity zone for an entry opportunity. We see that bounce from that level, which eventually could lead that price towards the downside, and that's what we will be waiting for. I believe that you are enjoying the live session. Here is rejection on GJ. As I mentioned, from this level we might see returning back. So basically didn't move up, we might see that rejection happening from that level. So almost 12 pip down, could sell, but I was waiting for a bit more penetration. We might not see that, or one more bounce we will see that. So if the price dropping down here, it is still probable for GJ to go back up again to the resistance and then to return back to this support level on the daily. And gold is I want to see that it has managed to bounce up and form another long wick candle here, and then we can look for selling opportunity on gold. If you look at the daily, already the market has made significant bullish move. Chances for the price to drop down is high. What's your viewpoint on gold and Gbpujpy? Also, I would like to know. So Gbpujpy, we didn't catch this, so it dropped from here because the 4-hour candle. So how did I mention that the price might drop from here? You see that we draw the level, but I was waiting a bit more confirmation anyway. So it moved, that we will be taking that move. I believe it might go back again to retest that resistance is from the real-time price action. Okay, so it's the key here to look at the real-time price action. Okay, keep eye on both. Gold also moving up to, this is a weakless candle, isn't it? So next liquidity zone, let me see here. There is a back-to-back 2 weakless candles here, and look at the 1 hour. So where we can put a pending order. If we look at, let's see, expecting for the price to directly hit this resistance level, which is previous neckline, previous support, down resistance. So this is a break of structure here. Okay, we can see the break of structure on the local time frame. So 4-hour high is here. So this is the 4-hour high, and so today's daily high, if you look at, this is the daily high. We want to see that gold has made another move, especially to this resistance. GJ is just coming down again from that level, so it was a liquidity grab, went there, tested this and returned back from that level. So if we look at again gold, tempting to put a pending order here, but let's see how it is doing. I think that gold will retest this level, and then this is a very significant swing high, break of structure. But for the time being, I will be placing a sell limit here. Okay, so in that level, so we had early today also placed a sell limit trigger, but let's see. And I will be putting around, so it will be around 24 pip stop loss. If we need to change the pending order, we'll be changing it. If it reject from that level, we can expect for the price to drop back to this level here on the daily. If we look at to this daily support level, which will be a big risk reward, but let's keep it up to 321, and then if we need to change, we will be changing based on the current time market condition. So looking at the 5-minute chart, this is the pending order that I will be putting on gold, while we will be looking at also Gbpusd. So expecting for the price to break from this structure, and then this is the swing, this is a high, so I will be placing a bit to the upside the stop loss. So if this is the high here, 47.58, so we'll be putting at 60 stop loss. and that's what I will be putting the. So this is the sell limit here. Okay, before it moves I have to do mine. Okay, don't want to lose that trade. So short pending order 2037.150, stop loss 2039.60, and TP at 2029.699. So this is the pending order. So make sure you take 1% risk in your account. And I will be also sending that trade alert to the group. So I'm sending the same trade in the VIP group also. So I do share all my live trade as well as all my offline trade that I'm putting on the VIP Telegram channel. For those who are on the channel, on the VIP group, can access all those trades. So expecting it to have a bounce and then to reject. So this is the plan. This is the resistance level, which is a significant. It is in a downtrend as the market has got rejected from here. If it gathers enough liquidity, we could see that it's again dropping down to that support level, and that drop could be even a change of trend, almost further drop, because from the weekly we see that gold already has broken the series of high and low. That might lead gold to the downside. So this is a pending order. So because it's a pending order, we don't need too much supervise on it. While I will be looking at Gbpujpy. If we are triggered, then I will be letting you know. You guys also let me know. And let's see what's happening with Gbpujpy. So we see that from that level, GJ had a rejection, was expecting for the price to drop. All right, so let's see. And in the meantime, I believe that you guys are good here. Thank you very much. You are enjoying the live session. Good evening, my people. Thank you. CatJPY. We are looking at Gbpujpy. They almost move in the same direction. You can look at that CatJPY for you. Anyone, if you are trading anything different than what I'm trading, you can let me know. You can look at that for you. So looking at CatJPY quickly. CatJPY from the, so we see all the JPY pairs currently in a downtrend. So CatJPY could drop to this daily 20 EMA. Chances for a downside is high, but it's just my opinion. So make sure you do your own analysis and trade accordingly with proper risk management. So also risk management is crucial if you are a beginner trader or experienced trader, because the money comes from the trade management and risk management. I'll give some clue in this live session later how you can enforce your risk management plan, so that what you have currently you can capitalize it further. So in the meantime, let me see gold. We might see something to the upside. Let's see that. Okay, so we see some bullish candle forming. We might see eventually the price could hit that trigger, expecting it to go ahead and trigger. If it managed to trigger and then revert, we might be able to take some profit out of the table. So let me discuss about also the risk management. And before I progress further on the risk management, guys and girls, can you give a thumbs up and let me know what's your biggest obstacle in trading? Because when you talk about the obstacle, it becomes a way for you. So there is a famous saying that I like. It says that obstacle is the way. So always, sometimes we don't recognize it, but if you have an obstacle in anything, okay, let's say you have an obstacle, probably something stopping you from being something, then think about it. You'll see that that obstacle is the way. So what does it mean? Let me give you an example. Let's say you want to go somewhere, okay, and then you found a mountain, right? So, or you want to be something or somewhere, and you found a mountain, okay. Now what? You can't go because it's an obstacle. What if you make that mountain your way? Then you can go at the top, right? And you can take the medal for it, for climbing the highest mountain on earth. So obstacle become your way, right? There are many ways you can find that meaning of obstacle is the way. Who are you calling me? Come on. Sorry, can't take the call right now. Across that. Okay. So thank you. All right, cool. So that's how you can make an obstacle the way. Okay, so now if we look at, okay, it's dropping from here. I don't know why. In our last trade also didn't trigger. We might need to enter by market if we need it, but let's see where it is doing. I think we can expect, because there is you see this one is a big liquidity candle, this one also liquidity candle, and at least one more push could be a very good place. Gold is potentially bearish to support level. Today's low, if we draw here, pardon me. Okay, so here is okay, so we will be looking to see how GJ is doing here. I think this one might try to break again to the upside. From 30 minutes, we saw a bearish engulfer in the direction of the trend, and Okay, both of them. This one also I'm expecting for the price to bounce up to the resistance level. Okay, gold is from that zone, it has returned back to the major direction. And if you look at gold here from the 30 minutes and from the 15 minutes perspective, it formed this bearish candle from the 15 minutes closing in 4 minutes. I think it will try to, for me still I will leave that pending order on until we see clear trend or clear breakdown. But at the moment will be a very good place if the price managed to bounce to that liquidity zone and then selling to this support level, which eventually could drop to that. Okay, so now this candle expecting a manipulation to the upside, which we could see a very strong manipulation needed for this move to the downside. So pending order is still on, I will leave it there. So this is in a very important place, and with that pending order, if the market trigger, we can expect for the price to drop in that direction. This guys, you can see me. All right, so we see that return back to the original position. That's what we're expecting. Sudden move you see sometimes become very violently move, like a breakup. Quick move is where you'll see that in majority of the time this is where the price gathered that liquidity from the resistance level. So here is, this is a significant level of resistance here, and with that resistance we'll be expecting for the price to go ahead and trigger that liquidity and then to drop down to that level. So if the price managed to do that, it's a high probability that we could see bigger move in that direction, and that's what we are waiting on gold. Along with, if we look at the GJ, it's the one that we didn't enter, but it's now in the downside at the moment. If the price break this high, then we'll look for selling on GJ. Looking at gold again, I'll keep eye on that, both of the instrument, on GBP JPY and on gold. And in the meantime, I would appreciate your support to the channel, for if you give a thumbs up and also subscribe to the channel. Will be I do post a lot of content every day, every week, and once you subscribe to the channel you will be able to access all of them. Make sure you press that bell button so that you are not missing out any of the content that I am posting. So you can join the free Telegram channel. You can find the link in the description for staying up to date about all the content that I am posting, and all the educational content, all the promotions will be there. Okay, GJ is, yeah, so it's, we see that move. Okay, so we see that move potentially. Okay, if it managed to break to that leg of this human, then we will be looking for selling. Let me drop that here. And here is what we see on gold. The candle closed, and so this is a, also you see there is a liquidity graph here. So how do you know that there is a liquidity graph? Very simple. When you see a candle has rejected from a place where most likely traders will put their stop loss, and that's how you can understand the liquidity graph. Okay, here is, you see this is the resistance, expecting for the price to break. Now if you remember our previous session, let me repeat, this is a very significant level, what I would say the very important point to look at when you are trading. Even you can, you know, develop strategies behind it based on price action, but let me give you the clue and I'll show you also the example. This is the perfect example of that. So when you see, let's say, a market like this consolidating or moving in a channel, and then the market has a breakout with a strong impulse, right? And then with that breakout, the price probably had a little pullback and then had another breakout or maybe one breakout, and the price is moving like this. Okay, so what does that mean? So that means that it is not a pullback, neither a bull flag. It is a liquidity graph. You see that if you look at the top, you will see the price is breaking all the time high and dropping down. In that situation, you can expect for this price to come to the foot. That means that to come back to where it has made its biggest move. Now if you look at gold here, you can see how the price made that move, and with this big bullish candle pullback, another bullish candle pullback. Now see how the price is coming down. It's, there is a liquidity gap here, 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 there, here. So along the way it is gathering liquidity, and finally it dropped to that level, has gone up. Still its probability for dropping further, and this drop might take the price even to this level here. So that's why when you look at the market, so if I give some other examples in the similar fashion, so the same way here you see a clean move, and when the price was consolidating, see how the price was moving. Okay, see there is a liquidity graph here, and then there is one here, and the price has gone up. So basically when it does that, it dropped to that support level and then has gone up. Now the same way you can look at on a bearish market in the same way, a big drop, and this is the, see in this two move it dropped, and then this is the resistance level here. Okay, now see how the price did that. When it moved up, you see every time it's gathering those liquidity, and ultimately it reached that level. So basically the ultimate point is for the directional bias, you need to look for that liquidity graph and the move, and then find the directional bias. Because if you can spot that directional bias, even with a low risk reward, you can maintain a very high winning rate. Because let's assume that you are spotting very correctly, right? And every time you are putting your stop loss above this high TP target here, that will give you a very high winning rate, right? So that's the main point here. I hope that you are enjoying the live session. Let me know using the live chat if you are enjoying. Say yes if you are enjoying, and also make sure you like the stream, love the stream, and also subscribe to the channel if you haven't done yet. Press that bell notification so that you are not missing out. We see that GBP, JPY also in an upside US oil. What about NASDAQ? Yeah, we'll be looking at that. CHF JPY. Oh, sir, what exact limit order? Okay, so probably you are beginner in trading. So limit order is, so if you are, sometimes I know that it's hard to remember those kind of limit order. Okay, so it's sometimes hard to remember, I know that. So the way I remember, let's say sell limit, sell stop, buy limit, buy stop. So how you can do that, the way I remember is like this. In the beginning I had a lot of confusion. What is sell limit, and how do I get that sell limit? This kind of things I always had a confusion on understanding. So, or what is the difference between sell limit and sell stop? So the way I use always, as I mentioned, I use imagination for this kind of things. Imagination is the key that we discuss. When you imagine, you basically can grasp a lot of concepts. So what I did is I imagined that a person walking, there is something here. So this is my order here. Now a person is walking. Okay, so the person is the price. The price is moving to my order, and I want that person to stop and take my order. So if it stop and take my order, then it will go up this way again. So that will be a buy stop. Okay, so go, buy, and go again. So like this, go, buy, and go again. So it will be a buy stop. What is a buy limit? Is go, come, buy, and you are limited. You cannot go from here anymore. Go back. So that's a buy limit. So this is a kind of kids stuff, but that's how easy to remember, right? So stop means that you will stop the price, take your order, and go in the direction. Limit means that you don't let it go anymore in the direction it is going. So for example, this is a limit, means that I'm limiting that price to move further to the upside. So I want the price to take, and then how do you place it on your platform? You can easily find MT4. There is a option to place pending order. Also I use a risk manager tool. Every risk manager tool have that option to place buy limit, sell limit, or just if you are complete beginner, just I have a video in my channel also. I remember long ago I posted. So you see the price is going up here. Let's expect for the price to trigger. But if you go to the channel, buy limit, sell limit, buy stop, sell stop, there is a lesson on the channel. Everything you will find on the channel: trading psychology, strategy, all kind of stuff, analysis. So make sure, guys and girls, you stay subscribed. Press that bell notification so that you are not missing out any of the content that I am posting every day. So there is a lot of content on the channel. Okay, so here is the price is going up, so you might get triggered.
What about GJ? Yeah, GJ also has moved up, so let's keep eye on gold. And I put also that order. Okay, so we might get triggered very soon, expecting for the price to go ahead and retest and then return back in the direction. So this is a significant level of resistance. There will be a candle close from the 1 hour. Now with this candle close, if before that candle close, if the price triggered, will be good, because after the candle close we might see another wave to the downside. As there is a doji here, chances for another wave is high, so expecting for the price to go ahead and trigger. Right, I don't want to enter by market the moment. For this trade I do enter by market, but for this trade want to see that it managed to go ahead and hit that entry. Come on, too much noise. So here is the 15 minutes. Patience is the key, guys and girls. Here is, sometimes there is a temptation comes, okay, it's not going there, I might miss the trade, let's enter by market. So it happens. Sometimes we miss. You see that last time GJ in fact dropped from the level that we expected. We missed that, but that's fine, because for a high quality trade you need to accept the fact that might be missing. So let me see what's happening with euro dollar. So you see a bit more bounce. In the meantime, let me look at all the pairs. Eurojpy, AUD USD. There is a very unusual move on euro and AUD. So AUD we see the downside, euro upside. So euro AUD must be flying to the upside. Yeah, we see that euro AUD. Euro dollar, very strong bounce. GJ. Okay, our next target will be Gbpusd. If it give us suitable entry, I'll look for. Even on the this 4-hour candle is closing like as a doji here, we might see the next one strongly bouncing down to the daily support level. This is the daily 20 EMA. Because the price moving that way, we could see that GJ is dropping down to this daily 20 EMA, which is very, very highly likely to happen. So let me go back to gold to see what it is going to do. Okay, here is on gold, there is a price has broken that low, crossed that high. So it's closing as a narrow doji on the 5 minutes. One more push will trigger our entry. So just one very important thing, again, guys and girls, make sure that you do the risk management is the key for this. So I risk 1% of my account. Okay, here is the price, the candle closed, and expecting to go up and trigger. The market already above this resistance level, above this trend line, and from that to drop in that direction. Cool. Let's see GJ. Okay, GBPJPY. So because it couldn't break this low, chances for now to go up is high on GJ. And if it managed to reach that any of this liquidity zone, we will be looking for selling on GJ. It might break this resistance at the moment. Okay, and then we'll be looking for entry. Now gold, one candle to the upside will give that entry. Can't hold winning trades. Okay, very good point. Can't hold a winning trade. Yes, it's a struggle, I know that. There is a way to reduce it. We'll be discussing on that. Let's see. First of all, euro dollar, please. My goals are euro dollar, please. My goals are. Yeah, good day to you. Thank you. Great help, Darren. Thank you very much. Well done. Yes, every interesting information. Thank you. Sagar Breja. So news, both news today should be probably be good for dollar. So I think gold will go down little. Wednesday FOMC, if the rate cut, gold will go up. So should we buy gold today? So what's the way forward? So Emmanuel, what do you mean by what's the way forward? So gold, yeah, let's see gold. With the FOMC, there could be a lot of change in the movement, but at the moment mostly I'm focusing on the price action. But you know that FOMC is absolutely very important event. That's a big catalyst for the bigger move. We'll be covering the FOMC also. Let's see how everything happens, everything goes as FOMC or NFP you are talking about. Let's see, is there an FOMC or NFP? Let me look at the Forex factory. Looking at trade, I forget everything. Focus is very important. You know, sometimes I forget many important things when I fully focus on my trading. Yeah, FOMC and then NFP. Yes, coming up. Now here is the price is approaching that level from the, yeah, so the price is moving to the upside, expecting to trigger us. Okay, why it's afraid to move to the upside. Price is afraid to go up. It's like going up and then dropping down, going up and then dropping down. So you have only how many pip stop loss here? 24 pip, guys and girls. So make sure that you are not risking. Now here is the candle is liquidity. So the my pending order at 37.15, but it's changes here. 7.15. Okay, so now looks to me that candle is a liquidity candle, this one. Okay, so I will be entering this trade by market with the current price, with the current market price, and we'll be targeting the same level. So this is the new price level for so I'll put my stop loss at 2038.45, TP target at 2029.66. So I've entered the trade by market and I'm closing the pending order. So I'm on a trade at the moment. So stop loss at 2038.45. I've closed the pending order and I'm running currently that trade. So I have just entered in profit zone. I will be explaining later the strategy behind it. So here sell on gold, expected for the expecting to drop down to this support level. So the price has started to move in my profit level. So you see the price started to move in that direction. So let's keep trading and making some pip here. So if you guys are enjoying this live session, I appreciate your support by giving a thumbs up and also by subscribing to the channel. Press that bell notification so that you are not missing out any of the content that I'm posting every day. Now here is drop expected. So there is a multiple liquidity grab. and expecting for the price to drop down to this level. So I'm up almost nearly 0.6% up. I mean, I took 2% risk, so I'm nearly reaching 1%. Drop. Okay, so the possibility to drop further is high. Let's keep making some peep here. If you guys are enjoying, make sure you are leaving a like and also subscribe to the channel. Market is moving in that direction as expected. See, this was a liquidity candle, as I mentioned. This was a liquidity candle, and now it gathers multiple liquidity, expecting it to break that low. So let's go back to the lesson that we talked about. You see that when the market gathers liquidity along the way, the prices, the bias in that direction is very high, and this is why the gold trade, you can see the directional bias on this gold trade for me is that the same technique or the real phenomena happening in the market. This is what has been done, and we see the market is moving in that direction with that and expecting it to drop and break this low here, so which is the previous low is 2031, and to drop down further. I'm almost above 1%. So you guys, if you guys risk 1%, then you should be 0.5% up based on your entry. Nearly there should be, and I will hold the trade for bigger profit. So this is how trading is. You see, it's not difficult, it's not hard, it's easy, guys and girls. It's easy. You see that it's easy. Is it hard? Let me know. Say yes, easy. When you say yes, easy, it becomes easy. Eurusdjpy, yes, Zofia will be looking at. Let's manage this trade. Let's pick some profit here, and then we'll be looking at the Eurusdjpy. So say yes, easy, then it will become easy, because what you say is what will be your reality. That's how everything works. So we have seen significant drop. I'm almost more than 1% up. So I'll, if because I risk 2%, I will take 1% off now. Now if you took 1%
risk, then I would recommend you still to run maybe some part, but I took 1% off so that I can secure some profit, but it's still the other 1% is running. Okay, so I took 1% off of my risk, so I risk 2%. Now the reason I risk 2%, not all trade, the trade that high probability I normally risk 2%. The trade which is a bit low probability I risk 1%. So what I do is when I risk 2%, after moving around 50% profit, I take half off so that the trade is technically a break-even trade at the moment. Because if I take risk 1%, 2%, and after it moved to 1%, I took 50% off, right? So basically, instead of moving the stop loss at entry, it's a break-even. So moving stop loss sometimes causes us to take out of the trade even without, even the trade going in my direction. If I move the stop loss too early, will be out of the trade, but still the trade going in my direction. Instead, what I do is not more than 2%, I increase a little bit of risk, take that profit, and then reduce the risk. So but if you are a complete beginner in trading or not experienced, that I would recommend you to keep your risk low, especially if your account is bigger. Reduce the risk as much as you can. For example, if you are trading on a 100k account, that I would recommend to risk only 0.25% or even 0.1%. Okay, so if your account is big, if your account is small, yeah, you can adjust a little bit, not more than that. So here is what we see. Again, the market is in a little bit in a pullback, but expecting the way the price has broken down, expecting it to ultimately move in that direction. All right, so we will keep that trade running, and in the meantime, let me see what's happened with GJ. We see that GBP again has gone there, penetrated that level, and again getting rejected. I think it might. So this is the 4-hour candle. Price is not being able to break that high. It's a big gap here. It's not being able to break that high because it's a bearish market. Let's see that gold. Okay, so gold, yeah, we see that a bit weaker response from the buyers, expecting this candle to close as a like that. What? It's gathering liquidity again. So one more drop will give that price to the TP. Let's see. I didn't move my stop loss at entry yet. So what I did, I closed half of the position, so it became technically a break even. And when we look at Euro-GBP, I will be looking at just watching that price section on gold, and then we'll be going to that. We're going for a sell because it looks bullish. Emmanuel, so we talk about that bearish. So how did you calculate your lot size on MT4 Turing? Okay, so if you should have a lot size calculator built in on your MT4. There is no with MT4, but we have one. So are you our member? If you are a member, you should have got the lot size calculator from the academy. If you are not, if you haven't got that, if you are our member, then let me know. If you are not our member, no problem, you can find lot size calculator over the internet for MT4. So you can just search on internet, find a good one for the lot size calculator, because without lot size calculator it's hard for you to calculate the lot size. You still can use external website. If you go to our Forex Trading Wizard Academy website, also you'll find one there. So let me bring that up. So you see the price is moving in that direction. So if you go to our website, this is our academy website, you see this position size calculator. So if you don't have built-in with your MT4, then just click here. It might take you very little time, and once you are on this page, you just need to select your currency. Let's say you are trading euro dollar, and then quickly see your account currency. Let's see your account currency USD, and then risk, how much percentage of risk you want to take, 1%, or maybe by money if you want to take it. Account balance, let's assume that your account balance is 1000 or 100, doesn't matter, and then the stop loss PIP 200, and then calculate. So it will give you that 0.05 lot you need to buy or sell based on this many stop loss PIP for this account size. So that's how you can calculate the lot size. And if you don't have a built-in on MT4, you can use the website to calculate the lot size and from here. So let me see here on gold, and the price almost has come to the support and again bouncing to the upside. Let's see. So I hope that you guys has managed the trade and still in profit. Okay, let me see what's happening with GJ here. So if you look at the Gbpjpy, this is the structure which is potentially a bearish structure, and the price is gathering liquidity from all of this area. So you could see that the market is moving in that direction ultimately. Let me see on gold where is this trying to gather further liquidity from the top. Sure, we are almost near our entry. So there is a big bounce from that level. What kind of price action is this? It's very weird. A bull candle, a bear candle, so basically it's manipulating in all sides.
it is another sign of bigger move. It might now try to break this high. If it breaks that high, no problem. Ultimately, if it breaks down, it's gonna drop, it's gonna dump. If it breaks down, it's waiting for a breakdown. You guys ready for the dump? You guys ready for gold to have a dump? So how many of you believe that gold is going to dump, or it's going up again for another flight? What do you think? So let me post a poll on it. Start a poll. Okay, so I post a poll. Let's see. Here is the key how this candle is closing. We're still holding the rest of the position. So if I am even out with the SL, then I still will be around 50%. So let's see what happened here. Expecting for the price to remain downside. Because the trend is bearish here. Okay. GJ also with this pin bar. This pin bar again got rejected from the same level. The price is getting over and over again having a rejection and from the same level. So with that about gold, let's find out what they might be doing. Yes, thank you, great work, well done, well done. Look, Gbpusd, so you have taken a sell entry, yes, or it is a sell limit. So initially we put a sell limit, now later we enter buy market. So it's on a trade now. Thank you, no problem. Kade, this week is going to be very volatile. FOMC, yes, absolutely. That's what we need, isn't it? We need a lot of volatility. So the more volatility, the more trading opportunity. So it's Forex is the difference between other markets and Forex is that about the volatility. So that's why you'll see some pair gold. Why gold is sometimes risky and also profitable to trade is because volatility. So if you know how to trade gold, you can, it's a good instrument to trade. If you don't know, it's very risky instrument to trade because volatility is a two-edged sword. Okay, so it can be both way, right? So now here is the candle close, and come on, how far you want to go. Let's see, here is the 15 minutes and might try to break this high here or want to return back from that level. So in essence, when there is a volatility, you will see that the market trend, that's different from leverage. So leverage is basically two-edged sword, but volatility is beneficial, okay, because when there is a volatility, the market trend, so basically it relates to the trend. You see that the market moves 70%, 30% of the time. The trend is, you'll see in the market 30% of the time. 70% of the time is the market in a side when there is a less volatility. So when the volume comes, the market trends. So the trend is very, very important, as you know that. So when you trade with the trend, you in fact trading with the bigger flow of the market. Imagine that you are, blowing a kite on the sky, but just on the opposite direction of the wind, or riding your boat on the river, just opposite direction of the current. So now trading against the trend is like trading going against the current. But you can go against the current when it comes down to, sometime you need to go against the current sometime to follow the path of success, because if you want to be successful, sometime you need to go against the current. So it's only in the market you need to go with the trend. So now if you look at what we see, that it's gonna break that high. So this is a complete one-way movement. So in that move you might see that it's going to 37. What about GJ? So Gbpusd is showing potential breakdown. It's a long-term bearish market, GJ. So daily 20 MA is here. And now here the market moved completely from this support to the resistance with one clean move to this liquidity zone. If it managed to break in that direction from this level, then we can move the stop loss here to reduce the risk. First we need to see that the market managed to drop from that level. We see that the bull's not getting enough strength, so potential for drop. So you see the price, I'm almost nearing my entry. A bit in profit at the moment. So let it break down here, and that if it managed to break in that direction, we could see that ultimately coming down. So 15 minutes, looking at back to back two green candles here, expecting for the price to manage to break in that direction. So if it breaks down, then the trend might be in that direction. Look at the 4-hour time frame, where so this candle closing in just 23 minutes. Let's see, because before the 4-hour close, I want to see that the market managed to drop well below this level, but we are at entry or in little profit, we easily can manage that trade. So looking at multi time frame sometimes very easy helpful. From 30 minutes, if gold breaks down from here, then there's a big fight between bulls and bears. What you're gonna do with that, let's see. We see is again in the profit zone. Now until the 4-hour close, we'll be looking to see. Still we have 20 minutes for this candle to close. It managed to break down. So this 15 minutes candle that forming, we want to see that it has strongly broken down. Then we can expect for the price to come down to this support level here. So if it breaks down, then back to back you see this green candle, both of them getting invalid for this move. So that means that the price will move in that direction, because if two green attempt became completely useless for this move, then that bulls are not strong enough. So then we could see that bears will take control and the market will move in that direction. But still we have this 15 minutes. I want to see that it's closing as a bearish candle. If this 15 minutes this candle not closing as a longer red candle, we will be closing trade at entry. I already have got some profit, probably you guys also have got. Okay, so what's happening with Gbpusd managed to bounce, so it might go up now. Try to go up. Let's see. So if this 4-hour closing even as a doji, the next one could be in that direction. If this 4-hour maintaining the doji, we could see that GJ is still remaining bearish. Okay, so let me see here on gold. Kind of a structure it is making, it's something very weird, but it will tell us actually what the price is trying to do. For me, this is not a very bullish structure, but we might see that just maintaining here to gather some liquidity for a drop. It might just one candle could go up and then just move in that direction. So looking at here, okay, now on GJ, because it bounced, so you might see now it will try to break any of this high. On gold, I don't think that gold will be able to break to the upside. If it does, it does, but less likely for the price to move up. But at the moment, let's see on the 5 minutes. Okay, so it managed to break this high. So now it moved to another liquidity zone. Before the candle close, there is one 15 minutes candle remaining. This is the last one. Expecting this one to drop further downside before the 4-hour close, and if it does, if it managed to drop further, then we can expect gold to dump, or otherwise we could see that further appreciation. So let's see here. Okay, now looking at Gbpjpy, which started its upside movement. Now I'll keep eye on both of them. Gold, I am half of the position. I believe that you guys also have closed the half. Can you let me know if you are running the full position on gold or you have closed that half of the position? Hi coach, from analysis, thank you very much. So gold will come down to 2022. What's the best thing to do with the gold trade when news come out? So the best thing to do with the gold trade when news come out is to do the proper risk management. Okay, so when you are opening, you must look at the news calendar if there is any high impact news or no. If you see that there is a high impact news, then with high impact or without high impact news, definitely you need to do the risk management. But yeah, so the best thing to do on gold or any other instrument when you are trading, to do the risk management. So risk management includes the lot sizing. Risk management includes how much percentage of risk you are taking. Risk management include also what instrument you already on a trade. So if you are too many USD trade, maybe you can avoid taking a trade on gold. Okay, so like that. And yeah, that's the only way. And also not to scalp, because when you are scalping, your lot size is very big during the news. These are the things that you can be done when there is a news with the gold. Now here is the price reach that level. We might see this second part is going to hit. Total inspection, yeah, okay, no problem. If it is complicated for you, definitely you need to stay away always. Coach, from my analysis, pivot 2030, gold max potential drop for liquidity 2025, and then we should see upside move with 2043 and 2050 as target. Can you confirm? It's a big we will be discussing on that. First, let me see what it is trying to do here. Now form a double top. So 10 minutes remaining for this 4-hour candle to close. From 15 minutes, Okay, now looking at GJ again, GBPJPY. What is the situation with GBPJPY? We see that there is a 1 hour chart. The price after this doji has bounced to the upside. 8 minutes remaining for this 4-hour candle to close on GJ. I think that candle close might give this instrument another selling opportunity. How the candle closing is absolutely important on GJ, because this 4-hour candle could even retest before the candle close here. But if it is closing here, which is less likely to happen in this zone, leaving this gap, we might see that further downside again, depending on how it is closing is absolutely important. Let me see on gold. So this trade I'm still in overall profit because I close 50% and the other 50% is still running, but want to see that this one drop down to profit so that I can close that one also in profit. So the intraday candle 4-hour is if it is a breaking out, then different story, but 15 minutes again looking at. It's trying to break that resistance. So might be, let's see what. Okay, so here is the last point that it had. Our, if you remember, our pending order was here. So now 4-hour candle closing in the next 5 minutes is the last candle before this close. So it's very important to see how the next one is doing. Already it penetrated that high, so it created a new higher high. I believe you guys also manage that trade. When is the best to enter GBP/JPY trade? I see the price have been going up. Yes, we see that gold and GJ is doing in the same direction. So GBP/JPY will be if the price is, this is the 3 minutes candle remaining for the 4-hour close. If this one is closing like that, the next candle might try first go up and then we can expect it to drop. I think GJ next move we can expect further downside again, but let's see how the candle closing. Before the candle close, if there is a spike, then we can look into that. So if the candle closing here like that, then we might see, you know, a bounce and then rejection. So gold most likely, so there is a 4-hour candle closing and price has reached that resistance level. 4-hour candle close is not a very strong bullish candle on gold, not a very strong bull, but it might just go up for, you know, penetration here and then turning back. It's the last moment move. So basically I will be break even on gold. I believe that you guys also read that as I mentioned when I did that. So in the progression of this, I'll keep eye what it does. Now here is GJ. If you look at, we might find another opportunity on GJ. So this is the almost nearly, this is the high of this sessions, and what you could see that another candle will try to break to the upside and then trending in that direction. Gold expected to might be out of trade very soon. Still on that. Might remain bullish or just has gone up. Let's see. 1 hour. There is still probability for a drop in that. It's almost at the top. the only thing that we can okay, so here is the last point that gold might move. If it is dropping down, we should see drop, or if it is having another spike, then we'll be out. Now let me see in the meantime how the GBP we have seen that candle close, and as soon as the candle closed, the price has dropped from that level. We will be out of gold trade very soon. Okay, so here is for me GJ. If it breaks this high, will give an opportunity for another sell. Okay, we'll keep eye on that. And gold, what it did, I'm still on the trade, but I think we can expect now a downside on that. I'm still on the trade, and okay, so we'll keep that one running. Let me see that when we find, so GBP if it breaking that high after price action confirmation, we can see how the price is doing. It's trying to break that high. The gold is doing. So looking at, it's trying to penetrate this level. Will be out very soon on gold. Still running, so it might try to move up again. GBPJPY. Okay, nearly to out on gold. So I'm break even on gold. Just taken me out, break even. See what's happening with GJ. Yeah, so GJ here for GBPJPY. Let me see what we have. If you look at here, this is the resistance line, and I wanted to see that the market has broken that high before coming down. So you could eventually see so gold has broken to the upside after multiple liquidity gap from here. So guys, did you do the update that I mentioned when we open? So when I closed half, I believe that you guys also have closed half, so that didn't make any loss in you in my trade. Looking at here, okay, in that in that pattern, absolutely it is important that GBPJPY has, if it breaks out, then only we can look for that selling. Okay, so gold is breaking out in that direction, which we have seen that the market ultimately breaking out. But I think that if you look at the weekly here, the price already has broken the weekly high. This is the end of the month, so looking at the daily chart, it's a very, what I would say, the lonely area here. If you look at, there is no specific zone in that area that gold can, this is a no man's land, and anytime we could see the price again dropping down to the support level. And this one is completely the other way around. Okay, so GBPJPY, next target we will be looking for GBPJPY. Gold already has broken to the upside, it's a big bounce, and for GJ we'll be waiting for this level to be broken, and then we can look for selling. I'll keep watching the price action for the next trade coming up, and in the meantime I believe that you enjoyed this live session, and thank you for joining. I'll see you again in the next live coming up tomorrow. Until that, hope that you enjoyed this live session, you got value in it, learned something from it. Make sure you like and also subscribe to the channel. So I'll see you there again. Join the free Telegram channel for all the updates in the upcoming days, and every day I'm posting is in the free Telegram channel. Until that, stay well, stay happy. See you again very soon, trading live.